Good. Which subject would you like to comment on?
Oh, I just can't think.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead. What's going on?
And I think I fell in love, man.
Is that a bad thing?
Why is that bad, right?
You said what?
Is that a bad thing or a good thing?
I don't know. It feels like a bad thing because it got me scared.
What's I understand a bunch of ways, but what about it has you scared?
I ain't never felt like that before. Feel like, like I'm unprotected, like I'm vulnerable.
Do you feel like she's safe enough to share this feeling with for you?
That's what I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a scary thing, you feel me? Like, how can I trust it, you feel me?
Can you tell her?
Can I what?
Can you tell her? Like, have you told her how you feel?
Yeah, she told me, like, that's how she feel about me, but I don't know, like, how to return that to her. Like, put my feelings in the words and shit.
So did you just say what you just said to us?
Oh, that's it?
That's really it. I think,
Yeah.
it really is it. I know it seems like it's, so much more because so many things make you feel that way. But it literally is just as simplistic as that. And crazily, I think that you guys,
Crazily. I think she made up a new word, Envy. Crazily.
like, and I do feel like if you, you could tell me if I'm wrong in this department, but I do feel like, if you're open to being vulnerable enough to tell her all that you said, that actually would benefit. So being like, I'm in love with you, but I'm just a little scared. That's a vulnerable point to allow for her to protect your heart. If she's in love with you and she's already let you know that, and then you in return let her know, now y'all are actually sinking to a new level. And then sharing that vulnerability is going to allow for her to continue to protect you and your heart because she already loved you. So it's actually beautiful. And I think that so many men feel this way, but don't express it to their woman. And then when we start to get this rawr and act away because we already feel that way, y'all don't know how to handle it, but it's because we're really missing you being vulnerable with us.
All right, so how you do that without her, like, thinking you like a bitch or something? Like,
so I feel like being a bitch is not doing.
No.
Must know that's being a bitch. So keep in mind, loving a woman is the sweetest and most masculine energy to have. And I feel like it's been personified to be lovey-dovey is a simp move. To be sweet and to be, what's the word? Chivalrous, that's a bitch move. And it's not. The woman that is basically about to vow to give everything she's ever known to you and you love her, how is that a bitch move? You get what I mean? Like, I think that's one of the things that in the player ways and in the negative mindsets that have been poured into y'all to where you feel like it's bitch, but it's not. I think it's only that way if you view it that way, because it's not going to be viewed that way to her at all. Go ahead and be
right. Yes, like loving is easy, right? It is one of the, so go where the ease thing. A lot of times we add complications and we make it hard, but loving is easy because we all come from love, right? Mm-hmm. Or and it's a lot of explaining in that, and I won't even go on that tangent. But the baseline, I believe, we all come from love, and that is source is love, and so loving is easy. It is so easy to love a person. So if you love her, tell her.
Well, I got a question, caller. Where do you get the perception that you letting her know that you love her makes you feel weak or who? Like, why would you think that?
From right.
I don't know, cause like the shit made me scared. Like made me scared.
How old are you?
How old are you?
25.
Okay. Oh my God.
That's beautiful, but that would explain.
Yeah, at 25 is very, very young to actually be able to fall in love too, as well. Take it one day at a time and be with a life experience.
And I think that's more reason to actually tell it because with you being young, but I feel like knowing that feeling, y'all will grow together. So it's a great thing to share because it's like it takes some men like it was a 40-year-old caller on prior to you, but he's engaged. So it's like it may take some people forever to feel the feeling that you're feeling now. And the worst thing I feel like could happen is you losing that shot from her because if like you said, she expressed her feeling first. That ain't saying, oh, well, I need to love her because she loves me. But if you do now feel like that, this is a beautiful moment to synchronize. So for
Mm-hmm.
like now
Yeah.
you're about to be on a level playing field, on the same page, on the same chapter. Y'all can literally move forward versus one of the scares that us women really do have is where do we stand? It's way more women on this planet that wonder where we stand when dealing with a man than men do. So if nothing else, that's like a mature opportunity for y'all to go wherever y'all are gonna go. Like I love you, you love me. Look, this is what we gonna do, and then y'all go for it. So I think I think that's amazing, and I'm with them. I agree that you should just take it one day at a time. And Miss No Meals, I definitely know you would like to go ahead and share your insight with them too.
Well, I was just thinking if she already expressed herself that she's in love with him, that it's definitely important for him to express it back because she needs to know the feeling is mutual. Reciprocation is everything in a relationship because you don't want to feel like you pouring and pouring and pouring into a person and they not giving anything back to you. So let her know, that you, like she said, tell her what you told us. I love you, but I'm scared. I want to see where it goes, and you know, hopefully it's happily ever after.
Caller, where are
Who
you?
wants us
Where,
to
where are
say
you? Where are you calling from? Can I ask where you calling from?
Orlando.
Orlando.
Yeah.
I think you got our host over here crying. There you. Did I see tears?
Yeah, man, because that's and I think it takes some real strength. And I think that the generation that's behind us, I just find them to be amazing. Like they do things and they bring us
yes?
and it's amazing there like it takes a lot like he was willing to call into a panel of women and share that he's in love with a woman. That is a big deal, and in our generation this would look like simping, but in reality it's like nah man, I got a shorty, I
So
feel her like,
beautiful.
and I just want to know how to present this without looking like a weak ass dude because I feel like a strong dude, and I really appreciate that. Like I think that is what people miss. So versus him going and listening to his boys, I'm like, man, you a bit the things he's worried about. He said, nah, I'm going to go talk to some women and see. I think that matters. Like, that's a beautiful thing. It just messed with me because it's just like, dang, like, I don't even think that generation's women know what they got in some of them guys because it is
Oh
some
yeah,
guys in that lower generation.
yeah.
They might want to chill out because Cougar year coming. And I'm looking.
Hello.
I know. You
Right
said you
now,
said you're 25. You about to get you a 40-year-old over here.
I'm trying to tell it. You better know it.
How
Ram.
old is? Hey, caller. So how old is your girl?
She 30.
She's 30.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Dare you?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, Daniel. Don't do it. I'm not even gonna do that. Like, last time I talked to a man like that, all my shit fell off the wall.
No, but
But
for
I'm
real,
gonna let
caller.
that be.
Yeah, you do. You just it's really that simple. Just keep it honest with her. And if you keep it honest with her and you let her know how you feel, I mean, I feel like she'll protect your heart, especially if y'all on the same level and make sure you're fine. You're fine.
I agree. The comment says, caller, just be honest, no filter. Your feelings will be okay no matter the outcome. She deserves to know how you feel. She has already expressed her feelings to you. And I think that is part of it. Because honestly, I feel like if anything, and this is just me guessing, but I feel like you would probably have felt like this B word persona if you were the one that felt this way first and she hadn't said it, because then it would be like, well, I'm in love with her and I don't know if she's in love with me and I don't want to say it and come off like that. But because she's already opened her heart to you, I feel like you should feel more comfortable because it's like that feeling already there. So it's not a more of a question
Yeah.
wondering where she stands. You know where she stands. So if anything, it's giving her that security, because one of the things like we discuss a lot is the levels of security: emotional security, financial security, and physical security.
Right.
This will be providing her emotional security to know the man I love loves me too. And then y'all can now discuss what love looks like for y'all, so that y'all can be covered in all of the areas that you need to be covered in to actually feel love. Because even though you in love with her, that still you may not love her in the area she needs. So y'all still need to discuss it. But y'all have to get there to even be able to discuss it.
So are y'all together in love? Or y'all, what's the status of y'all relationship? And before you answer that, I want to say you might want to let her know, because I feel like a woman moves a little bit differently when she knows a man loves her. Like you earn a different level of respect, I feel like.
Yeah.
Um,
And the coochie's
you know,
different.
yeah. Yes, yes it is.
Once a man in love with me, baby, the coochie different. I'm actually a little more limber. I did
Mm-hmm.
it prior to being in love. It
You
get
can
real
you can
flexible.
touch you can grab your ankles, Delia.
Oh, baby, it get real flexible. They don't even be knowing what happened. It's like a light switch happened. All of a sudden, all of this, the leg don't go back here. Now it's back there.
Oh yeah, caller. You might want to tell her you love her then.
I'm not about to play with her.
you might want to hang up the phone and tell her,
I want to hang up
baby,
right
I love
now.
you, so your leg can be behind your head.
I'm not about to play with her. No, she get on my.
Tell her to grab her ankles because you love her.
Okay. So what they say, grab your ankles if you love me. It's
No.
terrible. No, I do want to hear their status though, because it do matter. Oh no. Did we lose you, caller?
No. What's up?
What's the status of y'all relationship?
We just friends.
Oh
Oh,
wait, y'all just friends or y'all? Yeah.
better. Oh, you fucking
How,
me up.
how long? How long have you been knowing her?
Since 2016.
Since 2015,
2016.
2016.
Have
So
you
have y'all ever been in a committed relationship with
have
each
you
other
ever
at
had
all?
Yeah, before. But like it didn't work out. Like we grew apart. But then like he came back and was like, yeah, like don't nobody make her feel the way I make her feel and shit.
No, that's right. Put down that.
Okay, so now y'all friends. Or do you plan on talking to her and going to the next level and letting her know how you feel?
So what's the next level? Like let her know how I feel.
You in love with her.
You in love with her. So the next level is if y'all tried this before. This is my thing. If y'all tried this before and somebody keeps coming back to you, obviously it's something there that
They
that
not getting
keeps
for real.
that keeps drawing y'all to each other. So you got to really kind of figure out what that is. You said that you and her, tried to work it out before, and it didn't work. But it's obviously something there that keeps drawing both of you all back to each other to be in each other's space and each other's energy. And it's really true. It's always like if it's meant to be, it'll come back to me. You let something go that you love, and if it comes back to you, it means so much more. So
Right.
if she's come back to you so many times and you're going back to her so many times, then y'all got to figure out, y'all got to really open up to each other, because she might have left before because she didn't know how much you really loved her. And that could have been something that could have really saved the relationship at the beginning. So you do have to most definitely open up to her and be honest with her to let her know that you love her. And this time it's for keeps. Like, y'all gonna always be friends, because clearly if you came back around, you can hold the friendship clearly.
Yeah.
But as far as the relationship goes, if you love her, then you need to be honest with her and tell her that, so you can save the relationship. And you don't have to keep going back and forth and in and out of the relationship.
Does he love her at a relationship level? Like, even though he's in love with her, he still could. Like, do you love her at the level of wanting to be with her? Because that matters. Like, could you be with her, or what? It's like, that coochie good. Caller, you there? Caller, is the coochie good?
I do.
I'm just saying. I just want to know. Is the coochie good? Call her. Like, could that be your coochie? Are you in love with her or the coochie? Oh, damn. We're going to read the comments. To the caller, only stick it out if she's only entertaining you. Because if she runs to the streets and come back home, she's using you as a safe haven.
Or you got to know who broke up with who. We don't know who broke up with who because the caller left us.
Yeah, the caller left us.
But here's my thing, and I just really want us, like, so this is a safe space, and let's keep it real. Not all the time that we back and forth, we can't leave each other alone means that we need to be together.
Well, you don't go back to Aquariuses. Everybody know that.
Well, and not if it's toxic. That's why we didn't get into the chance to ask him what was the reason of the breakup as far as that. But right, no, I agree, most definitely agree with you. We don't go back and forth if it's toxic at all.
Yeah, because I think that it makes it toxic is the going back, if you think about it, because they be bad for you, but it's like you can't, I don't know, it's like you
not
can't.
Necessarily. Like I went back to somebody because they went to school and they went to school from out of town. We just didn't do the long distance thing, and then when they came back, we got back together.
Got you.
So that's what I'm saying, not toxic. I'm not saying because we cuss each other out every day and then we break up and then we get back together.
I think I'm back. Caller, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, so there's a comment that says you're 25 and you don't fully understand what you're feeling. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's true. Shit, I'm a black man. We ain't really taught how to deal with this shit.
So with that being stated and you knowing her as long as you have, with you not being taught how to feel it, but you genuinely feeling it, do you trust your feelings, at least since they're for her versus someone else?
Well, I just try to just trust God in the situation. You feel me? That's all I really got. So, like, that's what I like. I'm focused on, for real.
And then you said since you weren't taught that, do you at all take the time to watch any married men's podcasts or just anything like that to help for a man's side to assist with that? Because I do hear that a lot, like that y'all weren't taught so many things, but I feel like it's almost a crutch statement because now y'all aren't trying to be the things y'all don't know how to do versus trying to get knowledge and being more empowered in these departments.
Well, I don't really like listening to men on podcasts. Like, them niggas, like, and they talk to them. And
say that again. That the niggas what?
Like, huh?
I didn't get to hear you. You said that you don't listen to men on the podcast for what reason?
They feminine as hell.
So when you say they feminine, what do you mean? Because I'm talking about married men. Like, I feel like as a single guy, if you listen to single guys that have no goals of being married, but you're wanting to be married, you'd be misled. But if you're a single guy listening to married men that are basically in the position you're trying to get in, which puts me back to when we was in school and the teacher's like, you getting where I'm trying to go. So it's like you would be getting where they're trying to go. How do they come off as feminine if they're where you're trying to go?
Oh, I ain't trying to get married.
Oh, damn. Why
Wait.
not? No, pause. We got to know. Why not?
How do you come to that decision at 25?
And why you in love and don't want to be married? I really want to know what happened because it could be a reason.
Love with somebody and not be married to them? I think.
Yeah. But what's your relationship goal then?
Lando, they watch must be different.
Somebody like, you can have real love with a motherfucker and not want to be married to them.
So I got a question then. Are you and the girl that you're in love with in a current relationship?
He said no, they're just friends.
Oh, okay, that's right. They are just friends. So you don't want to be in a relationship with her. Are y'all sleeping with each other currently?
Nah.
Do you want to sleep with her?
Nah.
Have you slept with her before?
I ate a pussy before.
What are you in love with about her then? I'm just curious.
Shit, when I look at her, shit, I see like the God in her. So that's why.
So then what about marriage doesn't make you want it? It's contradicting.
Contradicting.
So it sounds to me like you found, you know, what potentially could be your wife. You've dealt with her, you trust her. I get you haven't pursued her. When you see her, you see this beauty. You you haven't done much with her, so it honestly sounds like it could be possibly a pure get together. But you're saying you don't want that. So I was just curious. It's not a bad thing, but I was just wondering what led the feeling of you not wanting to be married. Like, was it a situation you saw with like a family member or parents, or do you feel like society just marriage ain't good? Like, what's your reason as to why you don't want that? Because you're right, like they said, you are only 25 and have already decided that at such a young age. What made that the decision?
Oh, that meant like marriage. Like, I don't think like you gotta sign a contract to show your love for somebody like for the rest of your life. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. I understand that.
That's really
But
it.
do you want to show your love with her for the rest of your life? So is it more so like a in love, a best friend type thing?
Yeah, but
So
it's like I like die for her type shit.
You said you would die for her?
It's like yeah, it's like that kind of love, like more than a friend, but less than a like wife.
He actually is making it very frustrating because it's almost
Hey,
how
hey,
a healthy relationship. There's no,
beloved caller. Let me talk to you. Let me holler at you because
I mean,
first of all, I'm just when you said the age, the mama and me got to do with math, which means you was 18 and this was a grown woman that you were interested in and pursuing. Is that correct in my assumption?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I
So
was
So in a lot of these questions, they're very necessary. They're very real questions, and I'm so glad that you felt like this is a safe space because it is a safe space for you to come and talk to us. But I just want to maybe speak to you just on a person to person heart kind of level, and just ask like, so who in your life like that is older than you or just in a different position than you that you speak with that you deal with on a regular basis.
I don't really talk to nobody but God for real.
Okay, so my first thing that I would say is maybe get someone that's going to talk to you directly back because that's helpful, and I don't even say that to be funny or in a joking way. Like it is um very needed and necessary to have someone who's a mentor. So one of our returning panelists who's not here because we're doing ladies night, his question is, what's your relationship with your mother? And that's a very good question.
That's
So
a good question. Yeah.
Hmm?
what's your relationship with your mother or a female caregiver, a maternal figure? Do you have one in your life?
Yeah, like all of the like the relationships with the women in my family, it's all love with them. It's all good.
So it's all good. So what
we're
does
just
that
wondering about the woman that vetted you into being a munch. We was trying to figure out like how did you get to that point?
so and that's so harsh. That's so harsh. Um,
I'm
no,
serious. I'm serious
I
because I didn't
really
think about none of that. But when you said
what I would advise you to
30
do,
and 80,
honestly, because you are so young, and look, the human brain, you have a baby brain, right? A freshly developed 25-year-old brain, and I want you to make the
I want
best
to question.
decisions that you can possible, and maybe that that comes along with some good male mentorship and some people older than you that care about you that don't want to get sexual favors from you, that will speak with you and just let you kind of bounce these ideas off of, because it sounds like you're kind of in a infatuation kind of thing, that we're just kind of we're beguiled by this older woman and we're young and we just feel like we having these feelings,
And it
but
tastes
like,
good
honey, it yeah,
per
it's not,
se.
it's
wait,
not
so
green, it's red right now, babe, and I just want you to make better choices and have better decisions.
I like it. I just want to know how did that go with the munch part, um,
How to work up.
with with the
What you mean?
box when you ate the
I
box.
Then she sucked my dick.
Oh, so y'all got oral sex. There we go. Focus. So, did this been happening? Because y'all are friends with benefits, but you fell for her? That ain't a negative. I'm just saying, like, basically, in the midst of y'all, because you know how people sleep with each other, and then the first thing they say is, we don't want to catch feelings. So, y'all caught the feelings as sneaky links, or?
I mean, we both love each other. That's what it is.
So do you think y'all gonna both love each other throughout this lifetime, and then you end up meeting somebody else, and y'all grow apart, or y'all, like, I'm confused on where
Or you want
what
to find someone else to munch on? How did
you
that go?
want to find somebody else, or you just want to stay with her?
And is there a dude list of munch
I don't
dudes?
wanna, huh?
Are you looking for somebody else?
I mean, if it happens, I mean, I don't look at it like we in a relationship though. Like if you find like somebody else, I guess.
Okay, so you tell her you love her, and then what do you expect? Like, you just want her to know that, and y'all just continue like no. I mean, like y'all been doing. I mean, what you
That,
know?
and did you hit on the first night? Because that was one of the topics. So let's vent about that. Did you eat that the first night?
Nah, it wasn't the first night.
Was it second?
Not even. It was like a couple months.
So y'all just been playing the game since 2016?
No, I mean, you got to figure out y'all got to both figure out what y'all really want. Let's back up. Regardless to whether you 25, 20, 25, or 35 or 45, at some point, y'all both got to sit down and talk about what you really want in
Right.
the relationship to go. So whether you love her, whether you in love with her, whether she loves you and she's in love with you, y'all got to both be honest with each other and say what your expectations are for a relationship, with the kind of relationship that you want with her. If it's just truly a deep friendship that that you have for her, and that's what you want, then just be honest about that and say, I'm in love with you. I love you to the extent of a friendship, or I love you that I want to go to the next level with you. But y'all both really got to sit down and decide what it is that y'all both want in this whole situation, because she may love you the same way, and y'all may not have to go to a whole relationship, a whole full-fledged committed relationship, and y'all be able to stay best friends and come back and forth and have sex time and time again, or maybe not. But I think the best thing to do is to go straight to her, and don't be scared. Just be honest. Go straight to her and tell her what it is, how you feel, and then y'all need to determine what the next step is in your friendship or relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get her pregnant.
I don't plan on it.